Jess here. Just wanted to jump on very quickly and have a chat about common household cleaning products. So today I just want to have a chat about hand soap. Probably one of the main items on our shopping list, or was on our shopping list, mainly because the kids at their basin would stand there and pump, 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 and waste all the soap. But that's not the reason I wanted to have a chat to you. The reason I wanted to have a chat to you is because I was oblivious to all the chemicals and the nasties in those hand soaps. So we used to, race through the aisles at the supermarket and pick these products off the shelf. And everyone else is doing the same. They're highly, the top selling products, the dish soap and the cleaning products and the hand soap and the shampoo and conditioner and bath gels. And many people sort of think that, well, everyone else is using them. There probably is some chemicals, but everyone else is using them, so it must be fine. And that's what we have a government for. That's what we have regulations for. But the more I look into it, the more research I do, I come to realise that no, these regulations take years to catch up on current knowledge. And what we know is that even just with the hand soap, we're looking at, it's a pretty mild product, wouldn't you say? I wouldn't have a problem, with never used to have a problem anyway, with my child getting hand soap all over them. And sometimes painting it all over the walls too, as toddlers do. But what I've come to realise with the research I've done, and I'm not saying that everyone should go and research it, no. Just sort of be aware that these products are part of an industry that's very unregulated. So we're talking phthalates and sodium lauryl sulfates and triclosan, parabens, fragrances, and these are all chemicals that are linked as irritants, as skin irritants, as asthmatic irritants. A lot of people will have them as precursors to migraines and asthma, cancer. They're linked to birth defects and absolutely linked to endocrine disruption. So, and that is very close to my heart. So I've just had some thyroid cancer, and I know that my thyroid has not been working properly for many, many years. And I sort of think that if I'm worried about my toxic load as someone who grew up in the 80s and 90s, what do my children have to look forward to? Their toxic load is going to be through the roof with all the chemicals and the plastics and even things like Wi-Fi that we just don't know about. So we're just on, we have been for the last couple of years on a mission just to, as one product runs out, we didn't just have a big clean out. Just as one product runs out, just look for alternatives, either natural alternatives, do a little bit of research, find a recipe and give it a go. And so that's what we've done. And I have to say that these DIY recipes, they're called DIY, but they're really, really not labour intensive. So all it takes is an internet order to Aussie Soap Supplies, or there's some other vendors online, and everything that you need rocks up at your door, and you just pop it in the hall cupboard, pop it in the laundry cupboard, and it's there when you need it. And I promise you, I would not be making bath gels and hand soaps and dishwashing soap, dishwashing powder if it was labour intensive, because I'm just as busy as everyone else. I don't have time to have hours to devote every week to DIY projects. These are products that you can make on the fly. So I make them in between school lunches when the hand soap runs out, or make some baby wipes when we've literally got no baby wipes in the house and there's a baby with a pooey nappy. So these are very, very quick, and I don't think I realised how quick they were. I would have probably got onto it a lot sooner. So I'm just going to show you how to make some hand soap. So hand soap, we use this in the kitchen, and we've got 2 bathrooms, so in both bathrooms, and the kids go through a lot more. So what we're making today is a foaming hand soap, and it lasts for ages. So this one vessel will last probably 6 or 8 weeks at least. So very, very easy. A lot of the DIY projects, they're called projects, but it's kind of misleading because they're very, very quick. So let's, I don't know what to call them. We could just call them the DIY, I don't know. Anyway, they're super quick. So on the fly DIY, how about that? So this is Castile soap. Comes in a big cask, like a big cask of wine, a double cask of wine. We buy it in the 9-litre cask now because we use a lot of it. But this is what we used in the early days. So this is Dr. Bronner's Castile soap. You see it everywhere. So it's in health food shops. It's obviously a lot more economical to buy it in bulk. But when you're just starting out, this is all you need. This will get you through many, many household products. So for the soap, you do need a foaming hand soap dispenser. So you can get them through doTERRA for a couple of dollars. They're the plastic ones. You can also find them in the supermarket shelves. They've obviously got the toxic hand soap chemicals in them. But what you can do is you could empty that in the bin, not down the drain, but in the bin, and fill it up with your own. So, or maybe you've got a couple of half-empty ones at home. So just the little plastic Palmolive or the other branded foaming hand soap. But foaming is the best way to do hand soap for sure. You don't need as much of the Castile soap, and yeah, it's just more economical. So we grab our vessel and we're just going to add 1/4. So just 1/4 of that vessel is Castile soap. So can we see that? 1/4 is all you need. And then we get some fractionated coconut oil. So normally I'd use the doTERRA's fractionated coconut oil because it's beautiful and moisturising and no fragrance and very light. Run out of that. So today I'm just going to use a liquid coconut oil from the supermarket. And all you need is a tablespoon. So a tablespoon of that. And then this one, I normally for the bathrooms use geranium or beautiful lavender, tea tree and lemon oil as the fragrance. But this one is actually for the kitchen. So we're going to use On Guard. So this is the doTERRA's Protective Blend. It is very, it's a beautiful Christmassy smell, but it's very antimicrobial, antibacterial, antifungal. It's amazing for boosting immune systems and just getting rid of the nasty. So great for the kitchen. So we want to put probably 10 to 20 drops in, but you can always add more. So always go a bit less and then you can unscrew the lid and add a bit more if you like. So pop about 10 or 12 in. And there we go. So then what you want to do is just top the rest up with water. And I'm short a little bit of water, but that's okay. Pop your lid on. And there you have it. Oh, it wasn't quite on right. There we go. Give it a bit of a shake. And that is your liquid hand soap. Ready to go right by the sink. And there we have it. Beautiful, foaming, silky, moisturising, smells amazing hand soap. And it's all natural. So you get all the benefits and the convenience. It's very quick. It's much cheaper. You get the benefits of a normal liquid hand soap, but it's much, much cheaper. So I definitely recommend that. And I think if we can all just start off, it's not a big deal to change your hand soap over. So if we can start off with just one product as you run out of your hand soap, just look into this recipe, check it out on my Facebook page and see how easy it is. And once you've done one, and then maybe you could branch out and do your dishwashing soap. So your kitchen sink soap for washing up the pots and pans. And then when you've done that, maybe a spray, like a kitchen spray, and then we'll branch out to the bathroom. So it's really not that daunting. And actually the best thing about it is not the cost saving. It's not the convenience of being able to do it immediately and not have to add it to your shopping list and get it next time you're at the shops. It's actually the satisfaction of knowing that it's all natural, that you're not washing pollutants down the drain dozens of times a day probably for this house, that you're not having a negative impact on the toxic burden of people in your family. So especially the little kids, you know, they're just going to be exposed to just increasing amount of toxins over their lifetime. It's really quite scary. So I just challenge you to look at what you're putting in your trolley, because it's very easy to be overwhelmed and not think about it. I think we're all aware that there are chemicals in these products, in our cleaning products, and we try not to think about it. But if you can just put a little bit of thought into it, and maybe jump online, grab a couple of recipes, order a bit of Castile soap. Next time you're on your doTERRA account, just pick up a bit of extra fractionated coconut oil and a couple of different oils, like a geranium, so beautiful for the skin, or most of you will have tea tree and lemon. So these are all products that you can pick up and run with. So that is it. I think. Just keep an eye out on the Facebook page, because I'm going to be doing some other DIY on the fly projects, and yeah, so everyone can see how easy it is. It's not daunting. It's not hippy dippy stuff. It's, back to what Grandma and Nana used to do. Simple recipes for common household products that really work. So that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.